but it's something that exists inside of each and every single one of us. For some folks, they can access it like that, and for other folks, they use a little bit more work to get there, but it's absolutely achievable for every single one of us if that's what you want to experience.
And it's a good plan. It feels good. Doesn't it feel good? I call it my cells are dancing. When I feel that connection to source or higher power, or even to self with a capital S, I just feel so alive. I feel my cells dancing in my body. It's like a rainbow. It feels like a rainbow moving through my body. And when I get those glimpses, I just want more,
I call it bliss myself. And the other day, you kind of called me right in the middle of it. I was laying in bed. It was in the morning, and I just didn't want to get out of bed. So I laid there for a little while longer, and I just went there just spontaneously. And I was just like in bliss. I haven't experimented with recreational drugs in my life, but I make up that that's why people take the drugs that they take, because I was so there and floating, and it was completely psychedelic, and I can't even explain it. But you called and you're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm in bliss." And you're like, "Okay, well, I just have a question for you. Then I'll let you go back to your bliss." I'm like, "Thank you."
In my mind, I was thinking, "Oh God, don't ask any questions. This could be really personal."
It was all good, clean mind fun, but I was in bliss. But, I've read this over and over again, and it just came up for me again the other day that in the 60s, a psychiatrist named Stanislav Grof really started experimenting with LSD for people to have that feeling of connection. That was one of the things, to have these kind of transcendental experiences and these feelings of connection. And after LSD was outlawed, he dropped that and found that people were reaching those same states through holotropic breathing and inner focus. We can call it meditation, we can call it hypnosis, we can call it anything, but we can reach these states of bliss or of transcendental connection by the virtue of closing our eyes and breathing and letting it all go. Yeah.
Exactly. I know there's not one experience that I know of in my experience that we can't give to ourselves. If it's something that we know of, or a vocabulary word that we know and speak about, then we know it because we've experienced it at some point in our life, whether we're aware of it consciously or not. So if it's something you're wanting, whether it's bliss or joy or happiness, whatever it is, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just step right into it. Just act as if you're in that experience right then.
And if for some reason you have a lot of limiting beliefs about your ability to do that, or it's not available to you, find a book, find a practitioner, find someone who can help you break through those limiting beliefs. Just like you can break through a board, just like you can break the arrow or the rebar. It's all available to all of us. Whatever one person is able to achieve, somebody else can achieve it as well, because it's just a thought that gets you there. It's absolutely and completely just a thought. Whew, okay.
And we can easily change our thoughts. Mm-hmm. Well, it's getting easier and easier for us to change our thoughts.
That's a good way to put it. Some days feel easier than others. So I am a realist as well as an optimist.
But you know what's funny about that, Brandy, is sometimes I actually choose to hold on. Sometimes when those thoughts come up for me and I'm having a bad moment, and it just feels like a big effort to make it any other way, I will choose to indulge those thoughts of self-pity, of depression. And usually I'll look at the clock and say, okay, you got 15 minutes to indulge this. And I'll rant and rave and scream and cry and blame everybody else and, take all the responsibility off of myself. I give myself 15 minutes. I'm done with it. I scream, like I said, go for the catharsis. Get it out of my body. Your issues are in your tissues. Get it out of your body. I just cathart all over the place.
Cathart means get it out, by the way.
I'm catharting all over the place. I want to make sure the pronunciation is clear of what I'm doing. But anyway, so...
Yeah,
15 minutes are over, and I go back to, okay, now I choose bliss.
Right, and it's always a choice, and if that's what you need to see the contrast, I don't have any judgment about any emotion. If you are wanting to feel the sadness, depression, anger, whatever it is, and if that's what you want, go for it. If you want a different experience and you're not quite sure how to do that, then find some people that are going to help you get that. So
Exactly, and there's lots of us out there.
Lots and lots of us. So
where are we? You
we're
had a great shot to end the show with.
At the end of the book, in chapter 12, although he doesn't list it as kind of his 11 steps, Tolle Burkan talks about living in a new reality. And when I first read this book, I did a little report on it. So I kind of summarized that chapter in my own words. And basically what I said is, as you are making new, exciting, and healthy changes in your life, it's really important to surround yourself with like-minded individuals who will care and nurture you along your way. It is vital to stay away from really negative people, or people we call dream stealers, who will say that's impossible, you can't do that, and really surround yourself with those who can say, you can do it, yes you can, move forward, until you're steady on your feet and this new way of being is really integrated into all parts of who you are. Set yourself up for success by recognizing those behaviors and those situations that cause you distress. I've heard from many people, there's an old adage that the alcoholic doesn't have to get sober in a bar. The alcoholic can change his ways outside of the environment that he's currently been living in.
That's a great metaphor.
Yeah. When you notice these behaviors or these situations, you just correct them and learn a life lesson from them by not repeating the behavior. You allow yourself the mistake, don't beat yourself up over it, and you just move forward. Walk the talk. And when you are strong in your belief and your convictions, take in those who are just beginning their new way of being.
Oh, that's beautiful. Boy, my whole body, my cells are dancing.
Oh, right on.
That was really beautiful. Read that again, that last line.
I said, walk the talk. And when you are strong in your belief and convictions, take in those who are just beginning their new way of being.
I love that. I love that so much, Brandy, because I'm always, as I move in my life and move up towards what I'm wanting to experience more of that joy and really know my true self and my true nature. Mm-hmm. I'm so grateful in my life for all the people that have walked this path before me, that have opened the doors and really made it easier for me to have this experience. So I love that because it really validates all that for me. And I just assume that there's people that I get to do that for as well. So beautiful.
Yeah, just kind of continue the lineage. If you find something great that really helps you have a better and more productive life and better feelings in your body, and you get to that place where you're really strong in it, lend a helping hand to those who are beginning to discover that. And just the joy from knowing that you can spread more joy and peace and love and harmony in the world is, it's as the MasterCard commercial says, just priceless. Oh, silliness
all right,
ensues.
So I think we're out of time, Brandy.
We are out of time. It's about that time
to say goodnight.
Say goodnight to all of you.
To all our friends.
Yes.
What's that Mickey Mouse song? Now it's time to say goodbye.
I don't remember.
That's all I know.
Okay. Anyhow.
Blah, 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 blah.
Have a wonderful evening, a great weekend, and have a fun and inspiring life. We'll see you next week.
And be creative. Thank you.